Whenever I'm doing the makeup for a shoot, one thing I like to do is to get just a travel case and then transparent little cases where I categorise everything that I use. So foundation goes in one bag, anything small like eyelash curlers or rhinestone goes in a tin, and I find that that's just a little bit easier for me to manage all the makeup that I'm bringing. For Phildel's makeup, the first thing I did is the eyes, and I did the foundation last. And the main thing I wanted to do was to go with a kind of snow theme of the video. And the main point of it was to try and not use rhinestones which were too big. They were just meant to be a little accent on the corner of her eyes. But the other thing that I really wanted to do was to use quite a few different dazzle dusts. So I used some which had green undertones, some which had blue undertones, some which had pink, and that way whenever she moved her eyes you'd get these different flashes of colour instead of just one plain colour. On the second day the makeup was a lot more time consuming but quite a lot more simple. I had to make the actor look like he was frozen, and I did this in reverse pretty much. So starting off a little cold, then really cold, and then completely covered in ice. Something quite interesting that happened while we were filming is for one of the scenes we had a fog machine going off on the side, which looked really good, but unfortunately it kind of set off the fire alarm, which was quite interesting having to explain why the actor was covered in ice and why we apparently set a fire off. After that we just headed back up, got the last few shots, cleaned up the space, packed everything up, and I went home. I swear